Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Mahamahotsav ki jai. Go Brunandi, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, we welcome you all to this very auspicious day, appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So before I start, we are very fortunate to begin with to be here on this auspicious day together, gathering in the name of Lord Chaitanya. I am also very fortunate to be giving this talk on Lord Chaitanya. So I ask the blessings of our predecessors, spiritual masters, before I say something, as they are the ones that are giving us this knowledge, and by their mercy we know about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. O Magyana Timirandasha Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Bhavine Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Vani Nirvishesha Shunya Vani Pastatya Dishtarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we can sing a little prayer that we sing to Lord Chaitanya. Pimpiro ya Lord Chaitanya. My devotees in Amaimba Mati Mundi Londola. You can repeat after me if you can. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai. So some important things to note about Lord Chaitanya, Zintuzofuni Gira Kuziwa, about Lord Chaitanya. We can say Lord Chaitanya is the foundation actually of ISKCON. Lord Chaitanya is the foundation of ISKCON. So this is why we say our Sampradaya is the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. We know about Parampara, Guru, disciple line of knowledge, right? So this line, the Gaudiya part, is actually the town where Lord Chaitanya appeared 500 years ago, 540 years ago. So this is where the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya name comes from, because Lord Chaitanya is also in this line. So another important thing to note is that Lord Chaitanya is actually Krishna himself, right? When the Lord appears, he appears mostly through his Vishnu expansions and parts of Vishnu. So the Vedas tell us that from Krishna comes Lord Balaram, expanded to Lord Balaram. Then from Lord Balaram, actually Lord Balaram is Lord Nityananda in Chaitanya Lila, an associate of Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Balaram, then we have the four Vishnus, the Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Vasudeva, Aniruddha. Then from there manifests Narayan in Vaikuntha. From Narayan, Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is laying in the causal ocean, and from his pores, millions of universes, uncountable actually, unlimited universes are coming from his pores, from his breathing. Within each universe, he again expands as Garbo Dakashai Vishnu. So he's laying at the bottom of the universe is water. So he's laying on that water. And from him, from his navel, then comes a lotus stem, and on that lotus stem is sitting Lord Brahma. And then he again expands himself to Kshirodakshai Vishnu, and he enters every atom and the heart of every living entity. So that Kshirodakshai Vishnu is actually where most of the Lord's incarnations are actually appearing through. But the Lord appearing himself, that is very rare. Krishna, like many alili Vrindavan, Krishna Gura Aoneke, he should come to the material world. It takes a long time. Actually, it said he comes once in the day of Lord Brahma. Once in the day of Lord Brahma, according to the Vedas, is 8 billion years. So it's quite a long time. So actually it's that also when Krishna appears, Lord Chaitanya also appears. So the same time that Lord Krishna is appearing, after a day of Lord Brahma, then Lord Chaitanya also appears. So when the Lord appears, he is trying to achieve many purposes. Actually, to show his omniscience, to show his glory. The Lord achieves more than one thing when he appears. Usually, for us, when we make a plan, we say, okay, I'm going to do this at this place. That's it, What you're planning to do, that's one thing. But the Lord, when he comes, that means there's many things involved, right? For example, when Lord appeared as Lord Varahadev, Mother Earth had been stolen by Hiranyaksha and was taken to the nether regions, like a dirty place, somewhere in a dark place of the universe. So the demigods went to ask the Lord, can you please help Mother Earth? She's been stolen. At the same time, so the Lord came to save Mother Earth, but at the same time, he also wanted to fight Hiranyaksha. So that's the Lord's desire. He wanted to fight someone strong. So Hiranyaksha was someone who could fight with the Lord. There's not a lot of people that can fight with the Lord, right? The Lord is too powerful. So he needs a worthy opponent. At the same time, the Lord is fulfilling Lord Brahma's request and the demigod's request, like this. So whether it's through the Lord's expansions or whether the purpose is many. So another reason the Lord comes, there's a verse, maybe some of us will know. Verse in Jofuni Bhagavad Gita. It says, Yasya yadha hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam shri jamyaham. Wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, so Krishna is talking to Arjuna, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time, I descend myself. So religion, what does religion mean? Religion means activity that is bringing us closer to the Lord, is helping us remember the Lord. Chipembezo mean, Zimene, that's religion. Religion is bringing us closer to the Lord, remembering the Lord. Irreligion means activities that are helping us forget the Lord. They're taking us further away from the Lord, right? So when the Lord appears, he appears according to qualification. So what can people do in that time? That's the qualification, right? So when the Lord appears, he knows that, okay, when I come in this form, there are people who can meditate on me. For example, in Satya Yuga, it's a time for meditation on the Lord. Kumulingalira mulungu mwapaderadera kukhala pena pake mwachifasifasi and then just kuorganizira mulungu nthawi imeneyo, right? But we can't sit for 5 minutes. Our minds are always disturbed now. But anyway, in Treta Yuga, the qualification, big sacrifices, you need a lot of wealth, a lot of money. And that time, there wasn't economic problems like we have now. So maybe they had access to resources more than we have now, and they could actually worship the Lord this way. In Dwapara Yuga, you needed to have a high standard to worship the Lord in the temple, like the deity form of the Lord. So cleanliness, your mind has to be pure, things like that. You have to be born in a certain family line of people that are actually worshiping the Lord. That helps. So it's a disqualification to not even be born in the right place. So even if you're not born within that society that is giving these principles, this religion, then that means you cannot practice that religion. That means you will not get closer to the Lord through that, right? So Lord Chaitanya, there is a verse that we chant about Lord Chaitanya actually. We chant this prayer or this mantra when we're offering boga. Nsembe, ojobereka kwa mbuye. Tima nena bepiro imeneri. This prayer is Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayati, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Gaura Tuishe Namaha. Namne Gaura Tuishe Namaha. Yes. So maybe we can repeat just for the sake of getting this prayer in our heart. Maybe repeat after me. Namo Maha Vadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayati, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaura Tuishe Namaha. So the meaning of this prayer, it means, oh munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani, and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you. So, munificent means generous. That's the meaning of munificent. Giving freely. So what's amazing is that it said Krishna is not easy to attain. Krishna so kwega ufika boburi ukumudumikira kapena ukumukonda. It's not easy to love Krishna. It said that even Krishna himself cannot give love for himself. So it's something very rare. So there are two people that can give love of Krishna. Srimati Radharani and a pure devotee of Krishna who in some way still relies on Srimati Radharani, right? So this goes back to Zifugwa Zambuye, Mene Amabwirera. As I said before, that the Lord achieves many purposes with one form. So Ambuye amafuna kuona, like, what is my Radha? Amadi my Radha ndi mtumiki wankulu wa Krishna. Is Krishna's biggest devotee, closest devotee, or devotee that is serving Krishna in the highest form, has the most love for Krishna. Amakunda Krishna mobambana. So Krishna Malinga Lila, Krishna was thinking, I get happiness, I get joy from the service that this devotee is giving me. But it seems she is enjoying or is more happier serving me than I am receiving service from her. So Krishna mafuna kuona kuda kanga ni devotee wangayo ama sangala kwambira kama nditumigira ama mva bwanji yeyo fagine ndero kusangala kwambiri kuda nditumigira koma yeye akusangala kwambiri mulijani mwene mulijani. What do I have that this devotee wants to serve me or is happy serving me like this? So Lord, this is the internal reason, the Lord's personal reason for him to come as Lord Chaitanya, to experience what loving him is like. So therefore, he took this golden color. The other name for Lord Chaitanya is Gauranga. Gauranga means the person with the golden body, golden limbs. Why golden limbs? Because it is written, or it is said that Srimati Radha also has golden hue to her skin. So it's very amazing how the Lord, he's thinking, I want to be in Radha's position. So he takes her color, because that's the mood of her, right? That's her mood. So, and because Radha is mercy, she's very merciful. You need her to get to Krishna. So then he comes in that form, giving other people Krishna, because that's the form that is the most merciful. Yes, to be the minute la chifundo kwambiri, lo pereka kwambiri. So actually the Hare in the Hare Krishna mantra, Hare means O energy of the Lord, or Srimati Radharani. And the whole mantra we can say means, O Lord, please engage me in your service. O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service. So we are asking for Radha's mercy to engage in Krishna's service by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is very beautiful. So this is one purpose. The other purpose is the Lord wants to fulfill Advaita Acharya's call to the Lord to appear. So again, the Lord's activities are inconceivable to our minds. So Mahavishnu is laying in the cold ocean and he comes as Advaita Acharya. His appearance was in January. And he appeared 50 years before Lord Chaitanya. So Advaita Acharya is also very compassionate. The Lord's devotees are also compassionate when they see us, they see that we need to connect with Krishna. So they know that Krishna has to come to help us. So he looked around and he saw that devotional service to Krishna is lacking. It's very scarce and people are not happy because they're missing out on this devotion to the Lord. So he calls out to the Lord. He was offering Ganga water, tulasi leaves, and he's calling out to the Lord, please appear, please appear. So the Lord felt, let me appear. So this is another reason. Same person. So the last but not least, the Lord came to inaugurate the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So according to the Vedas, this is the most effective way to connect with Krishna in this age. So the Lord, what's special about Lord Chaitanya is not seeing qualification. I mentioned earlier in the previous incarnations, you need some qualification to be able to worship the Lord in that way. But with Lord Chaitanya, he's saying, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are. Every town and village, even villages in Malawi. And not only every town and village, anybody, but he's saying every living entity, plants, even animals, can get the benefit from this. There's a pastime when Lord Chaitanya, when he was on the earth, he was going to Vrindavan and he passed through a forest called Jharkhand. And during his stay there, he stayed a couple of days. During that stay, he came up, it's a forest, so animals, elephants, tigers. But it said that there's one occasion that I read about. So Lord Chaitanya is walking and he sees a tiger. And then, in a playful mood, he pokes the tiger with his foot and says, "Chant Hare Krishna." And the tiger jumps up and chants, "Krishna, Krishna." So there's a time when he's chanting Haribol, Haribol, and deers and tigers, they start dancing and chanting together. Hare Krishna. So the Lord is even merciful even to the animals who are considered not intelligent enough to even understand the Lord, according to how we think, right? They can't do religious, like, let's just say they can't perform religious activity. So the Lord is merciful like that. So it said actually even when we're chanting, the trees outside are getting benefit, because the same soul that's within us is also within the trees outside. It's within the ants, the birds. Because Krishna is the father of all living entities, so he wants to deliver all living entities. So this Mahavadanyaya, the most merciful incarnation. Jai 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 Shri Shri Radhanath Gopinath Ki Jai, Jagannath Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Ki Jai, Krishna Balaram Ki Jai. So the Lord is also called, Lord Chaitanya is also called Mahaprabhu. So the great master. Aside from propagating the holy name, he was a teacher, he was a guru. There's a book that Srila Prabhupada wrote, The Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So he summarizes Chaitanya Charitamrita, which are the activities of the Lord. If you can see the book that's on the shelf, the yellow one, the gold one. So those are all writings of Lord Chaitanya. So in this teachings of Lord Chaitanya teaches, he actually had many disciples. Some of the disciples that he had, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, headed by Rupa Goswami. So the Lord actually told his disciples, teach this bhakti to all living entities, or at least to others. So he wrote, Rupa Goswami wrote Nectar of Devotion, and books like that. So the Lord also taught Achintya Beda Beda Tattva, which is simultaneous one and difference with the Lord. So we are the same quality of the Lord. We are all souls, we're all spirit, but the Lord is the supreme spirit. So we have the same quality as Krishna. So we are Krishna in one way, but we're not Krishna. Like that. So he taught philosophy like that. He left 8 instructions called Shikshastakam. So these are 8 prayers that the Lord prayed to Krishna. And one that sticks with me, that I think about a lot, is Trinadapi Sunichina, Taro Api Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sahat Sadahari. Yeah, so one must think himself more humble than the grass or the straw in the street. He must be more tolerant than a tree. And in that way, he can chant the Lord's names constantly, or at least he can think about the Lord constantly. So in his mood, in everything he did, he taught by example. Actually, it said that when he would go ask people to chant, he would have a straw between his teeth, like a piece of grass, and say, please chant the name of the Lord. So this is God. This is God, but he's humbling himself to show by example how we can be closer to Krishna, or how we can please Krishna. He also taught that Radha Krishna devotion is the highest form of worship, and he taught service as the goal. So we should all understand that we are parts of Krishna, and just like a part of the body is serving, is feeding the stomach or the mouth, giving food to the stomach, and therefore the whole body is being nourished, and that's how the limbs of the body can be nourished. This is how we also should cling to service of the Lord as the highest thing. So I will end my class there, and whatever little knowledge I could give about Lord Chaitanya. So are there any questions or comments?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful class.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
So how can one get the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Okay, so there are many ways. From ones that I can say off the top of my head are chanting, chanting the holy name of the Lord Krishna, and then helping others or teaching others about this chanting. Yes. Or at least even also being also a part of helping this what Lord Chaitanya came to do. I mean, you get points for that. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any other comments or questions? Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Prabhupada ki,